welcome everybody. This is a live cast of the Blood Bowl 2 Champions League Season 2 playoff match. It's the final of the quarterfinals. Priesz's Dark Elves taking on Enarion's mighty Wood Elf team. Joining me as always is Mr. Fashbinder. Welcome, sir.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
She indeed does. And we are going straight into the game as it is live. Fashbinder has the update on the inducement, so he's just going to give it to us again.
Wizard, Hawkon, and Hubris. Eldril and Hubris for Priesz. Unsure on the babes.
I thought I'd taken Hawk and Heart.
No, not Hawkon, my bad. Misspoke.
I see, now, Eldril is a powerful tool for any team. But Hubris was one that sort of divided opinion. I like Hubris. Second Mighty Blow against an Armour 7, I think is a nice pickup. The Elves actually have phenomenal star players, particularly the Dark Elves, don't they? Bar Dolfar Longstrider, the less said about him, the better. But Eldril, Hubris, Roxana. Is just Jordell playing with Dark Elves or not?
No Jordell. Jordell strictly Wood Elves.
So they have three top shelf players for sure. It looks like Enarion is going to be kicking first drive.
Which point of view are we looking at? Are we looking from Priesz?
I am looking from the view of Enarion.
Alright, swapping. I will swap.
I don't know, yeah, it's fine. So it looks like Enarion's going to receive. Enarion's team, people have been saying this all season, and we've touched on it in previous casts. It's a phenomenal team. I think it was around the 2,300 mark, meaning Priesz gets a lot of money to play with. But possibly the best team in the playoffs, so, like by a long shot, I would say.
Oh, without a doubt, it's 2,300 TV. I don't think anyone was even close to that, and has all the skills and tools that it needs. On these star players, though, here's the thing. Hubris, right, is a loner block. Hubris's Blitz would have to compete with the Tackle Pom Blitz. I don't think you want to compete with the Tackle Pom Blitz when you got a Tackle Pommer. Oh!
What skill does Hubris have in his
He does have Dirty Player, which is now relevant. However, when you call,
you're definitely not fouling without a bribe on him.
No, but now you got the bribe, you might be able to greet it on a scary dancer if the dancer's ever on the ground.
Oh, opens up with a POW, but it was a tackle block guy on a non-block dodge guard. Good choice there, opting to Mighty Blow, the most valuable of the line guys, with his War Dancer. 2 Mighty Blow War Dancers as well. 1 Strength 4, 1 Agility 5. It's outrageous, this team, isn't it?
Yep. Go anywhere, War Dancers. Amazing.
I mean, much like Kool-Aid Convoy yesterday, Priesz is definitely beginning this game on the back foot. You know, we saw Kool-Aid Convoy have a nice drive with plenty of removals in the first half. And Priesz, again, he'll need some things to go his way. Playing down this amount of TV is very tricky. He does have some skills on his team. He does have some good players, but he doesn't have access to the tools that Enarion does on his team for sure. I know Priesz is a very competent player. Again, plays for my Clan League team. I know Enarion from UKBBL. Both of these players are phenomenal players, and at this skill level, the massive extra team value is such a big factor, isn't it?
Yeah, well, look, you can't tie up an Agi 5 dancer, and there'll be 3 catches backfield, an extra dancer that can clear a catcher. You just can't answer every threat. And only the Tackle Pommer is like the aisle. Only Tackle Pommer is the realistic blitz for some sort of realistic effect. There's outside of the Agi 5 leap strip ball, which I think will be used defensively. You're not really able to stop this Wood Elf advance. And that's the other hesitation I had for Hubris, is that he's if you're not blitzing with him, which you shouldn't be when you've got a Tackle Pom, he's just basing someone. He's basing someone with who has dodge. And every single person on Enarion's team has dodge. And so Hubris is just really a strong lineup that's being dodged away from.
Surprisingly, actually.
Well, you could base the tree with Hubris, I guess. But
I think he's more of a backup, like a backup option, but that's not the best way to use that inducement money, in my opinion, is it?
Yeah.
Really? You
It
know,
gets
if
cleared
you
away by
lose
the
your,
4
if you
strength
lose your
dancer.
tackle bomber, yeah.
The real advantage to buying the
It's
2
pretty-
stars is the deeper bench. Priesz only having 11 naturally. Buying 2 stars gives you a 2-man bench.
He's pretty nice for 3 dicing catchers, I suppose. But even then, a 3 dice on a catcher with no tackle, if the catcher is blodge, is only a 42%, whereas a 2 dice from the tackle bomber is actually a 55. So
Yeah, and it's only an extra
still worse.
2 assists for the 3 dice.
I wouldn't have minded seeing him taken in conjunction with a bribe or 2. Oh dear. Looks like Strength 4 War Dancer, sorry, going straight for the mighty blow hit on the Witch. Will hit her. No break. Armor 7 holds for now.
Yes, perhaps another thing not considered was the diving tackle on the Witch.
Yeah.
Only 2 tackle for both teams, but the diving tackle which could be with sidestep.
She could have stayed in base to base.
Yeah.
Enarion needs to cover this War Dancer as well. Another thing to note about Enarion's playstyle is he certainly does not mind scoring fast. He's no one to stall out an 8-turner.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. Every game I've ever seen him play, it's been something like that. But the last match was perhaps he didn't know.
I was going to say the ball is open. The ball is on a non-stripped straw hands catcher there. Luckily, he did just move out of range of the play. He went for a little vanity pass with him. Some cheeky stuff here.
Cheeky indeed.
I suppose his logic behind that vanity pass is elves can't do an inaccurate pass at that range. They can only fumble or succeed. So the ball was never going to be in range of the Dark Elves. But yeah, he nearly ran out of time there. And just before he did, the ball was on the floor in range of Hubris. Right, I think we're going to see an attempt on the catcher here. Eldril's quite a high value target as well. Both of the War Dancers being tackled Mighty Blow means they'll bring him down 75% of the time. Poor old Eldril doesn't even have block. Assuming a 2 dice, that is.
Yeah, look, a wise man told me not so long ago that the real weakness of some of the Dark Elf stars, especially Håkon and Eldril, is that they're 200k and they're armor 7.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to. You don't want to lose your stars too easily because those are what you spent your money to level the game. Looks like he's opting to go for the edgy 5 here with his tackle bomber. This is, I mean, Enarion not known to be a cautious player by any means, but I really don't like giving hits on the War Dancers. The other one was reasonably protected. I really don't like seeing these guys in contact because we're probably going to see a foul on him if we don't see damage here.
Oh. Yeah, look, it's not bad too. Enarion knows what Eldril does, and he's not going to make any crazy passing plays. The plays will always be a handoff to a catcher, although the throw to the catcher who hands off to a receiver, if that is the play that's on. So pass block while is a great tool to pick on people in cold that don't expect it. Enarion, being an experienced coach, won't fall for it.
I mean, look at Strength 4 War Dancer in position to Eldril. He barely has to move to smash him in the face.
Yeah, but you're right. I don't hate the foul with the bribe. Not having to deal with an Agi 5 Mighty Blow Dancer seems pretty good.
It's just, yeah, I mean, you risk losing Hubris if you get caught on and you fail the bribe, but I think it's got to be done, hasn't it? Priesz is going to have to do these things if he wants to take control of the game. As Kool-Aid Convoy showed us, when you're playing down that much in skills, you have to you know, you have to be aggressive.
The dilemma is
No.
fairly open now, in that the scoring play for Enarion now isn't tough.
Oh God, no. And I don't think Priesz is actively trying to stop the score here. I think Priesz is trying to position himself for the rest of the game. This Wood Elf team it's the same as a 2200 High Elf team. If they want to score, they are probably going to score. Agility 5 man here. Agility 5 gives you what? A 4+ long bomb, a 3+ long pass, and then 2+ everything else.
Yeah. Six squares for a 2+.
Opts for the Agi 5 blitzer. Perceives that as more of a threat. To me, Priesz has really just got to keep the focus on these war dancers. If he can deal with both these war dancers or even one of them, the game changes completely. At this level, it's so hard playing down massively in skills. Right, it's in the pass to the second thrower. Second thrower runs around.
Oh, that was not the one! Why didn't he just go through? Oh, was that just a radical misplay?
Did he misclick the GFI?
No, he should have dodged it on the 2+ between the dodged lineman and the number 12 lineman.
Yeah, gone
single
on the
2+, yeah. The handoff was just a single 2+ with dodge.
I just thought he wasn't going to dodge. I thought he was going to go around the outside and pass. He's 1 in 36. He's dropped the ball.
Might have been a cyanide autopath.
I definitely see a agility 5 jump up blitzer that likes the look of that ball. Oh, he's not jump up. He's
no, leap.
Sorry. The other guy is jump up. He can still reach it, though, fairly easily. So I think we're going to see a jump up tackle palm onto the dancer here. Enarion not respecting the 1 in 36 threat there.
I wouldn't mind the witch assisting, getting a guard assist to clear the lineman. Eldril then gazes the 4-strength dancer. The blitz then... Or not even the blitz, maybe just pick up. Just gazing out the tackle zone.
I think if you can pick up on a 2+, you should. He's going to go for this play. I don't mind... I think you're correct with the gaze play, because the gaze is effectively free. I don't even mind the 4+ gaze.
Alright, fair enough.
Because if you fail it, then you do the backup play. That's the great thing about hypnotic gaze, isn't it? It's free. Eldril was already standing there. In the end, he did knock down the War Dancer, and he could have followed up there for a cheeky pile on. But I think his mentality is this is too good of an opportunity.
He's not going
to get greedy for damage when he can steal the ball.
He can score on 8, and there's no one-turn shot as it's Enarion's drive.
Well, let's get through turn 2 first.
Well,
he has fend, of course. Yeah, sorry, he had fend. The pylon wasn't an option, of course. So there's so many skills you lose count.
Oh, this is nice.
Hypno gaze time. No reason not to
banged
hypno,
on.
is there? No bother doing a YouTube cage either, of course, because no wizard for Enarion. Hang on. The Agi 5 doesn't have strip ball. There's no strip ball on Enarion's team.
Yes, that is quite odd.
I suppose he just got so many startups he missed it, but I really don't like that because Priesz has no sure hands, does he? Does he have a sure hands runner?
No.
Wow.
So yeah, you're quite right. Strip could have been terrifying for Priesz this matchup.
Yeah. Wow. This is not how I saw this game going initially. But again,
Oh, early days.
both very solid players and very early days. Exactly that.
Good screen though, and with the 4-strength stunned, Hubris is a fine ball carrier. 4-strength ball carrier makes the Agi 5 dancer and not as scary. Still 2 success if he manages to get a 1-die. But he's like optimistic to get a 1-die. Enarion doesn't have a ton of guard outside of a catcher.
Doesn't have shed. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. One thing another that Enarion doesn't have a ton of is guard. Only the catcher and the tree. What's the play here? Enarion definitely slowing it down. He needs to think about this carefully now because he obviously doesn't want the Dark Elves breaking away.
It'd be hard to stop them. They've got a good midfield screen. That's another thing that if you click on any one of Enarion's players, shows you Priesz's tackle zones. So not only has he controlled a huge portion of the field, that'll make everything
Nice.
everything Enarion wants to do to react to the ball a lot harder. It restricts their movement. Like Enarion's really got no good play here that's even remotely relevant to the ball, outside of some dancer shenanigans.
Oak Strong Branch just became irrelevant.
Yeah.
That's pretty unfortunate. I mean, that's effectively a removal, isn't it? Okay. Another mighty blow here. These War Dancers are terrifying, though, aren't they? Absolutely terrifying. Armor holding fast, though. We've seen no removals yet. Despite mainly Armor 7 players being targeted. Aggressive.
Brave. That's really brave.
Here, tackle, Pommer.
Don't pom my
have
dancer.
A free hit.
Dodge out anyway and bang the Agi 5. Oh boy.
Wood Elves going mans.
Desperate times.
Gotta love it. Enarion will probably be pleased to see the snake eyes on the armor roll there, actually, because that could have been a snake eyes on something else a lot worse. Left-hand side, despite the Edge 5 dancer looking a little bit empty at the moment, obviously bringing play away from the tree is optimal, so he's very unlikely to try and loop around the right. But only a single dodge, wrestle, sidestep guy. Another double one for Enarion, and he's KO'd one of his catchers.
Brutal.
That is unfortunate. The second one in 36 in the first 3 turns.
I'm less sympathetic to the first one, because it was one that didn't need to happen.
I definitely, from a selfish point of view, Fash, I definitely require more depth ASAP.
0 from 2 on the gaze.
That's trivial gaze at the moment, though, isn't it? Oh, hello. Looks like the dancer is going to remain the target regardless.
Regardless of the sacrifice, absolutely.
So, I don't think the ball is advancing too much here.
No, he's happy to stall out the drive, make the bomb
We'll
hits.
probably just see a nice YouTube cage with the guard guy. I mean, this is the start Priesz could only have dreamed of. I don't really like that dodge before making the ball save.
Yeah, I would have liked the ball save.
It's
my number one rule.
It's done. You gotta palm it. You gotta go for it. Oh, it's a removal. Agi 5 man is going to be KO'd. Unfortunately, he's not dead. And by
Only
unfortunately, I
50%
need
chance to come back for the remainder of the game if it's in normal time.
Yeah. If he can stall it out for turn 8 and with a 2-man advantage on field, not counting the rooted tree, I think we're going to see Enarion well on the back foot here. That which says to me a fair bit of progress. He can still X-cage with the four corners here.
I think his plans to get
he
away
can
from the
go-
4-strength dancer.
Yeah. Did you foul it? Did you foul it with the dodge guard?
Nah. Save the fouls for hubris.
I suppose if he takes control of this drive anyway, the bribe and fouling could just give him a dominating position in the second drive. Like,
Could also
let's
be a 1
theorise
and
for a
lose
minute.
hubris.
Should he score turn 8, there's no chance of the one turner.
Correct.
Then he's well in control, because even if he scores turn 16 or turn 15, 16, then the one turner will mean nothing because they'll already have a 2 lead.
Exactly.
Wizard
yeah.
in pocket, ball in hand. Strength 4 dancer, just opting to try and stay relevant here.
Potential 1 dice on hubris with the guard making a dodge and a GFI.
Yeah, definitely, but it would likely have to be this Agi 5. No, you could do it with the lineman, couldn't you, with a few dodges as well?
Yeah, with the wrestle.
And then that leaves you the Agi 5 to recover. The problem is I don't like making the ball play if there's no easy recovery, or at least semi-decent recovery. I mean, look at that line of elves in the direction the ball is likely to go. You could pop it out the left-hand side, perhaps, but he won't be able to come in from that angle. 1, 2.
Oh, you know, when you lost the ball in your own offense and you're down a couple men, 3 men, 2 men, it's hard not to take any opportunity that you get. Because as we said, look, the turn 8 score not too tough. That's what he's looking for.
Oh god, he's not willing to give the Wood Elves any more turns than he absolutely has to.
Similarly, then there's the argument if you just make your safe blocks, have a threatening 4-strength dancer. You know, that might be enough to make a more reasonable play next turn.
By the way, the same Blodge Step lineman is back on the tackle bomber. Like, hit me, hit me! I'm still unsure about the Hubris pickup, though, because maybe this was the plan all along, Strength 4 ball carrier. But, you know, without the bribe, he's a lot less relevant than he is currently. That's what I don't really like.
Yeah, well, the Priest does only have the single guard, and so the 4-strength dancer blitz, if it's not in, you know, the absolute best spot, you know, 3+2 down the ball.
2 up. Is he going 2 up with the wrestler?
Gone 2 up.
Apparently not. He's going 2 up with the wrestler.
Hadden.
I don't hate it.
You can make it a 1 die, can you make it a 1 die?
I mean, you only fail that block 30% of the time. You only get that ball 25% of the time. I don't think that's terrible, actually.
Agi 5 things, moving around.
Yeah. Doing whatever the hell they like. Again, massively basing Woodies here. There's already a tackler from the Agi 5 on the Blodge Stepper.
Yeah, I think the idea is to have it so that the ball can't be made safe from the dancer leap. But yeah, look, giving away a lot of blocks, it won't be too hard to clear, it won't be hard to move around, but whether or not he can move to a place that's safe from the 4-strength dancer. That's the dilemma, and so it's the price he paid when he based. Simply, did he not move number 5 lineman? Number 5 lineman downfield, the Dodge fella. I don't think he moved that time.
Scoring threat?
Maybe.
I don't think you want a scoring threat right now. You want as much pressure as possible.
Yeah, it is a little optimistic.
Let's switch to Enarion's view. If he's focusing on where the ball is, it's probably possible that he missed him. Like,
maybe.
Yeah, you don't. It's not the sort of thing you want to do. So tackle man, Agi5 tackle man will take down the lineman here. That leaves the dodge, wrestle, sidestepper on the ball. Jump up successful, hit successful. This is the big hitter of the team. I'd like to see maximum aggression here. Can he afford to pile this on?
Apparently so.
He says yes.
Didn't even break armor.
I wouldn't mind seeing him focus on the thrower if he gets a bit of breathing room as well. The only sure hands on Enarion's team with an Agi5 strip ball guy.
Yeah, good point. If he can take a shot at, that's worthwhile.
I actually think if you can get a shot at the only sure hands guy, not to mention he's an Agi5 thrower, which on its own is pretty awesome. Going for the he's got a surf. He's got a 3-die surf on this catcher.
Nicely done.
Smooth criminal. Ball in a cage. Catcher surf. Eldril nicely protected at the far side of the cage.
Guard on the right side too with the extra witch and lineman. There's no really good leap.
What do you think is going through Oak Strongbranch's mind right now as he watches his teammates lose the ball, leave the pitch one by one, and he just has to stand there?
Bit of apathy, maybe.
How much does Oak Strongbranch set the team back? Maths boys. 2 normals and a 30k skill. The tree costs 120, 140. Can't remember what a tree costs. I think it might be 140.
140's death roller too.
That's 210. Tree doesn't cost 190.
Yes, it's not 190.
I mean, 190 value maybe.
Oh, overall maybe, yeah.
A tree only costs 120. That's actually really cheap, isn't it? When you think of bloody Minotaur. Oh, opens with double skulls for Nara and he's down to 1 reroll. That is, we're seeing a few 1 in 36s for him here.
Imagine if there was the chef.
So 190k of tree standing on the right flank, just being irrelevant.
Imagine if the
Another
chef sold
factor,
2 rerolls. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, but what would you have dropped for the chef?
Hubris.
But Hubris is doing work now.
He is. He absolutely is.
Ball carrier is a surprisingly good counter.
Well, with the
this dancer doesn't have strip ball, so this is the perfect counter.
with the positioning that he's done, he's denied the 4 strength leap every time, but he won't be able to stop it again. Enarion's 4 strength is in the position that no matter where Priesz goes, he's got the leap.
But it's a 33% knockdown on a 1 dice.
It is.
And a 33% failure rate on the leap.
It is.
And he has to base some people to cancel tackle zones when he's already 3 players down. He's gonna foul. I like this. I think he's got to fight back, hasn't he? So
got a bribe, absolutely.
Yeah. Value is there. The threat is there. Another thing to notice when I said about taking out this this Agi5 thrower. He's also the leader for the team. So if you do manage to remove him, he's taking a reroll off of Enarion. So, I mean, Priesz isn't even under pressure on the ball here. He's just got an absolutely lovely turn with 7 guys free to move. 9 of his guys free to move. 1 guy stuck. I think... Does the Agi5 come for this?
Wouldn't mind doing a little bit of work to try and get the Pommer a bit
Positively
safer.
can't whack him with Hubris, even though it's Mighty Blow. Because
No, definitely
1 in
not.
36 with Lono it's just not happening. He might look to protect his Pommer from more fouls. Even if Enarion just keeps on fouling the Pommer every turn to annoy Priesz, that's not going to be good enough.
Well, not just to annoy him, but even once if he's off the field this drive,
I think
it'll be a big sigh of
we're going to
relief.
see the Agi5 tackle guy is going to blitz the thrower or the witches. Agi5 takes him down 55% of the time. The witch takes him down 30%, but gets 2 attempts at it. It's the Agi5 man then. He's definitely got to hit him because he's in contact with the cage corner.
Yep. Also screens the right-hand side of the cage as a result.
Notice the pause there. Waits to see if the first dodge is successful before attempting the next one. Solid play. Alright, I need to see some damage now. This AV7 malarkey fash has gone on long enough.
Oh man, it's crazy. I had a game against Demaster, his Wood Elves, my Dark Elves, just before this match, and a break on every block for the first 20 blocks. It was crazy. I'm being surprisingly resilient to both sides, considering the Mighty Blow and piling on the field.
Another turn 8 score means only 1 KO roll as well, interestingly. Opting not to pressure the ball. Instead, we're looking for a mass gang foul.
Yeah, look, that's fair enough, but it's a bit weird to see the base contact with the Agi5.
Agreed. It's just free hits, isn't it?
Could be a really cheeky surf too.
On
the Agi5 Blodge, if you get enough pushes.
1, 2. Hang on. 1, 2. Then. Right, okay. Push him with the top blitzer, then blitz him in front of the lineman, which pushes him in front of the. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, probably wouldn't bother. Probably wouldn't work.
I mean,
but
four
potentially,
squares,
it'd be glorious.
it's there.
I love a good surf. Not sure if you like surf, Slew. Do you often take surfs?
I've been known to just
On occasion?
On occasion.
Oh, yeah?
On occasion. If it's on a plate.
Oh yeah.
I do love a frenzy, man. Did he just do it with the guard catcher? What?
He did.
Hang on.
Oh!
Why would you do it with the guard? Okay, because you want to move the other 2 after. Okay. I actually kind of understand that. Because he wanted the maximum amount of assists, but the maximum amount of players free for pressure. But he just risked getting his only guard beyond the tree sent off. Okay, 2 guys in base to base. Both blodgers with no tackle pressure.
I think just
Scenario
lock him away
has
for a
to stop
push.
fouling now. He does have a two-man bench.
Yeah, look, without a Bravo, I wouldn't. All his players are just worth so much.
The dodge lineman, I think I would still think it's worth fouling that blitzer. If you can get a big enough foul though. Which, if he goes for that, he's 100% not scoring. Not preventing the score, rather. So I think we're going to see the tackle play onto the Agi 5 here. He's going to hypno. Oh, he's successful hypno. First one of the game. Priesz definitely playing nice and slow, considering the outcome of every action. You know, he's thinking, can this lineman make the block? What if it's a 1 in 81? My ball is not secure yet. Looking to not make the 1 in 81.
The base contact with blodgers on non-tacklers. Like, fair enough. And look, it's consuming at least 3 men now to block them away. Maybe even leaving base contact. That makes the...
There's no way Priesz is scoring, though.
No. Makes the ball pressure a little bit harder. Wouldn't mind seeing the Vengabus cage, the wider cage. Yeah, that's the one.
Especially with the guard in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we're going to end up with here, actually. We're going to end up with it, but sideways. Okay. Agi 5, sure hands, getting hit. They're indestructible. Hang on, he's actually going to leave the other guy in the middle of the cage, though, with this setup. Oh, GFI failed. He'll definitely re-roll that. 1 in 36 could be a problem there. Sneaked it through with a 2. Okay, this is...
Oh, I don't like this.
Well, it's a guy, he could 1 dice the guard away.
Yeah. And
His own guard could get in. He could 2 dice this, Fash.
yeah.
This is... I don't think it's that vulnerable.
No, but it's not.
Where the ball is likely
safe.
to end up is a lot of Dark Elves, but it's not as safe as it should be.
Agi 5
with
sure
a
hands.
3-man advantage. I don't know. I think... Yeah, I think at this point, Enarion has to take risks. He's got 7 players to work with. Really thinking this one through, isn't he? What's your play here, Fash?
Cancel the assist with the sidestep, get the 1 die for a push on the guard, push Hubris out the back, dance a 3+ 1 die 1 die.
Cancels it with a dodge, which means a GFI. But using the least valuable player. Rolls the skull, though. 1 dice.
Wow, that makes it so much harder. They should be.
Yeah.
But I think occasionally, you're allowed to say, if you say out loud, only for a push, you should be able to get the push.
If he goes for it, he's still, excuse me, going to get the 1 dice on the ball. Or not.
Oh, the guard assist. Oh, that would have been spectacular. It would have been a 2 dice.
Yeah, he could have got the 2 dice. Would he would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was 2 GFIs if he didn't leave, though. It's another double 1 for Enarion, though.
That feels really bad.
I kind of feel for him here. I mean, Priesz needs this kind of luck to get something done. But also, the backup thrower, Blodge Kickman, very surfable. Opens from a 1 in 36 dodge to a 1 in 36 block for Priesz. What was that where the animation happened and the player left the field, Fash? I'm not familiar with that particular thing.
The KO.
Yeah, it was like it broke his armor or something.
Oh, you don't often see that in Navy 7 teams. They're usually on the field for quite for quite some time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, look, I always like to see 2 dice on the ball, you know, get rewarded.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit sloppy, leaving that play available.
Yeah, all for just the blitz
his
on
rationale for it. His rationale for it was hit the thrower.
Yeah, for sure.
Mighty blow man, jump up, doing work here, giving a free block. 2 dice on a dodge wrestle sidestep lineman. That's the mighty blow.
Oh, did a thing. Oh, for a stun.
It does nothing. I think Jumper Man could have hit Strength 4 Dancer there, but there you go. Absolutely no option on the ball here for Enarion, bar 2 dice up. And is he even willing to risk a Dancer leap for that?
With no real, probably not.
Oh, I would prefer to see Eljo hidden there.
Maybe it's just such a tempting task as it's de-incentivizing the leap for the ball. Would you sacrifice Eljo?
I don't think I'm leaping in with 0 rerolls here.
Yeah.
Because you're basically saying, I hope you won in 36 the recovery. Because you've already got 1, 2, 3 guys stunned, haven't you? He's got 3 guys that he can use for this turn. Like, one of whom is already on the floor.
Yeah, look, and would be red with the guard unless he gets to the far side, which is a bit of a hike considering the screen.
And based on those odds, I'd like to see Eldril protected.
Yeah, so look, that 2 on the ball and that little bit of pressure, that was Enarion's 5 or 6 turns of, you know, that occasional base contact that he did, putting blodgers on non-tackle guys. All of that pressure to force blocks was all to get the reward of maybe a block on the ball carrier on a sloppier cage. Yeah. And yeah, didn't get it.
And he did get it in the end.
Well, yeah, got the attempt, but got denied. Got denied the block. Got the option, I should say.
Going for the no assist, no bribe foul.
Not caught.
Don't like it. Don't like it, if I'm honest.
Well, it's getting 3 dice now, if the dancer's out of range.
No, it's not a catcher, it's a...
I'm still getting 3 dice.
Oh, well, of course, an 8, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to protect anymore. Sorry. My bad. He's probably getting blitzed as well, isn't he? I might have blitzed that just in case the jump up failed. And he's obviously getting piled on because Priesz is about to score a touchdown, so it literally doesn't matter. Oh my god, this guy. He's had a nightmare damage-wise, hasn't he? We say, as he came.
Oh, got one.
Only just though, you rolled a 7.
Have you ever had a claw pommer that just didn't want to remove anyone?
Oh god, every game. Doesn't even risk the handoff of 3 SVP at this point.
Wouldn't. Absolutely wouldn't.
No. We've seen plenty of 1 in 36s from both teams. Now the KOs gets the dancer back. That is huge, but does lose 3 players. And this is Priesz's drive. This is insane.
Ten woodies to turn over the Dark Elf with a wizard.
And a bribe.
And a bribe.
And a tackle bomber. Oh, baby.
Hey, look, anything could happen. Could be a blitz, snake a pickup, quad a first block.
Snake a GFI with the ball handler,
absolutely.
For example.
Well, I mean, I still don't forget that was a GFI I didn't need to make. I'm going to take a quick coffee break while these guys set up. Lou, you're in charge.
No, you're in charge.
You're in
I'm going for a
charge.
week.
No, you're in charge.
You're in
No,
charge.
you're in charge first. Alright, scissors, paper, rock for it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Scissors.
Rock.
I'm out of here.
I'm going for a week.
Me too. Yes, Overlord, it was an Enarion's drive. I just want to get a coffee from the fridge. Didn't actually have to urinate. But no, look, disastrous for Enarion. Absolutely disastrous. However, whenever I make a mistake, even the slightest mistake in Blood Bowl, I think I deserve to lose the game. Deserve to have the ball on the ground. Even if it's an accident, even if it's me doing something dumb or not paying attention, or misreading a block and making a one die. Although that rarely happens these days. Running out of time, when I do stuff like that, I think it's a mistake, and when you make a mistake against someone who's good, you should get punished.
He made a dodge in a GFI, which if he was willing to make, he could have just done one dodge on the inside.
Exactly. That's the thing. It was a GFI that didn't matter. I mean, admittedly still would have...
He also could have passed instead of GFI'd.
Well, I mean, there was no GFI involved. It should have been a GFI, just a handoff. 2+ handoff. After the 1 in 36 dodge.
Yeah. He can't be feeling good now, obviously.
No, definitely not.
He needs to focus and he needs to not tilt.
Well, he realised that with the pressure he applied, he was able to get, you know, the defence weakened. Enough so that the 2-die was a possibility with guard. If he can do that again, and still till turn 16, we head to overtime. It'll be hard to do into a wizard
game
there.
on our hands.
Yeah.
Attrition zap, strength 4, turn 1, go. Also, the tree could root at any time and become hugely irrelevant.
Yeah, it was
Like, based on this matchup, I wouldn't have minded him ditching the tree. Because the tree is not as useful in an elf matchup. However, he may have been thinking ahead. Because a tree is useful in a bash matchup.
Who plays the winner of this one?
That would be me.
Ooh.
Okay, no hesitation. Priesz already got his game plan set, looking to tackle Pom lineman number 4. Unsuccessful block, and will no doubt retreat his killer. Opening with Hubris? Don't know about that. He's got the ball in hand, well out of range of any sort of elf.
Yeah.
I suppose it's not the worst thing in the world. Nezareth, I think me and Adam are going to do an exhibition match at some time in the near future, hopefully. This isn't that safe currently.
Presumably the guard will dodge out and fix it.
Yeah, but again, relying on that guard to be dodging.
Yeah, fair enough. And look, turn 1 or turn 9 plays to...
Pals me blodger. Double pals me blodger, in fact.
To get the ball. I just don't really have a great recovery most of the time.
Yeah.
Be hard to cancel the assist too.
Did fail the first dodge. Okay.
A gift. The one thing I will...
Is Priesz looking to stall here, or does he not care?
Doesn't care. He's waiting for Enarion to commit to then advance.
Yeah, I think given the chance to score, you just take it, don't you? To go
Yeah.
2-0, even against a team as quick as Enarions, because at worst case scenario, they score and you get the ball back. Eventually, if that keeps happening, the clock's going to run out in your favour.
And a lot of the World Cup matches, Enarion's Woodies with the tree did real cheeky stuff to get, for example, what happened here. He pushed on number 11 lineman to put it in base contact with the tree, and then giving the tree a 3-die block on the dodge lineman. If you can block someone into the tree to get a 3-dice block, pretty good value.
Yeah,
Then allows them to follow on
nice,
base alignment.
especially when they're rooted as well.
Yeah.
You can actually still make use of them. The problem is when you haven't got the ball, the tree is a lot less irrelevant. If you have the ball, you can direct play around the tree and keep it relevant even when rooted. Okay, so we once again see Hubris get marked. Then we might see a strength for
Definitely.
Mighty Low Blitz on Hubris.
Oh!
No, we're going to see a tree blitz.
No way!
On Hubris. Why the assist? Why the assist?
No idea.
Did he think?
I guess that's why.
Did he miscount? Think it was strength 3?
I think it's just play to mark everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
See if he can incentivize a a block on the tree. Not hard now with 3 men in base contact. Hubris for a push. Could see a tree bombed.
I don't know. I think Priesz is more concerned with the ball and the progress. Tree has guard, so it makes it awkward for the outwards blocking from Hubris and from the Witch Elf. Looks like we might see a Hypno Gaze into Surf play.
Oh baby, that's so good.
Like it a lot.
Sidestep man does it.
Of those tools.
That's so nice.
Man. That's a play, isn't it? That's what we wanted to see. That's why we're here. Obviously, never doesn't.
Oh no! No, he'll use. No, he won't use dodge.
I can opt out.
Doesn't matter.
Rewarded.
That's always nice when you get a KO on a double power.
Oh baby! What a great play that was.
Yep, absolutely brilliant.
Let's get some wrecks in chat, boys.
It's not something you expect either. Everything else is even remotely risky. You know, we see it immediately and say, "Ooh, I don't know about this." But no, just didn't even consider the gaze into surf. It's so seldom seen.
And actually, you know, that play has been shown now. So Enarion may be a little bit more cautious moving forward. But he's just lost another player. He's down to 9. He still has a wizard.
Risky if Hubris fails. Doesn't fail. Well, the guard comes around the back to cancel the assist.
The guard is really well positioned for Enarion to sneak round, isn't he?
Yeah. So 1 in 6 on Hubris with the loner.
And actually, the blodge catcher only needs to be activated to cancel a lot of assists. He just activated him, which means that guy is now inactive, unless he dodges him now. Which means he'll leave the pitch next turn most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Because you can't activate, do something else and come back to him.
Means he's going for the ball.
Must be, because...
Yeah, absolutely. There's no other reason for it, and he is. I think that's fine. 2 dice on the ball with tackle.
That just shows his hand, doesn't it? If he's doing that.
Well, in a turn-based game, you can't show your hand. But yeah.
He does get an easy 2 dice here, actually.
Catcher in a scoring position. Agi 5 open.
Oh, man. Okay, it's time. It's time for Enarion to make use of these tools that he has been given so graciously by Nuffle.
On a success,
The tree
50-50
just
scatter.
rooted, so this is critical now, isn't it? The tree is rooted, so it's now irrelevant again. This is the one. 3+ jump. Let's go.
Easy.
Makes it. 2 dice on the ball. Tackle onto a blodger. 55% knockdown chance. Doesn't get it. Has to reroll. 4 reroll.
Ah!
Absolutely very unlucky there. Priesz breathes a sigh of relief. And with that tree right there, this could be huge.
It's always disappointing when you're at 2 dice on the ball, 2 success, using reroll, to not get it.
Where?
Feels bad.
What's he, 77.6 or something there?
Yeah.
It's a 55% at twice, isn't it?
Yep.
Might be 80. I even know.
Did 10 dice on a skink today, no power.
Oh, I've had that. I've had War Dancer leap into my cage, failed to knock the ball over. Got 12 dice on the bugger.
Yeah.
That doesn't take it down. But we're going to see a catcher leaving the field here, more than likely.
Yeah, but the ball safe's probably more important.
Yeah, there's a tackle bomber stood next to the War Dancer. He can do both. He doesn't even need to blitz to surf that guy.
Correct.
Also, it's an Agi 5 guy as well with leap, so he can move him fairly easily. He's got 2 guys downfield who are completely unmarked as well, so they're available to come back for support. He might even just zap the dancer.
Wouldn't be bad.
Wouldn't be, would it? A free mighty blow on a 2+ on the opposition's best player.
It's super greedy. You save it for something when the next time the strengthful dancer
Leaves
comes
the
in.
other one in with no reroll. What? Guess this one in to get the blodge steppers on the ball.
Yeah, with only 1 tackle, that's not too bad.
No hesitation there from Priesz. Going straight for this surf, I think. Gets the power. 3 dice to surf him. Gets the power.
Feels bad, man. I got a power. So unlucky. He could, however,
I'm so salty.
make another attempt. With he wanted to risk the dodge guard lineman. Could push the sidestep dancer. Carry on.
Yeah. KO catcher from the Mighty Blow guy. Opting, interestingly, not to hit the Strength 4 dancer with him, but not worrying too much. Could just hypno this guy and then move. Easy peasy. No more tackle on the ball.
Fair enough.
Another thing. No diving tackle on Enarion's team. Very strange to see that on the catchers. The catchers love a bit of diving tackle later on. Opts to go for the 2+ dodge.
Yeah, true. Diving tackle sidestep, an incredible annoyance.
This is done almost, Fash. Like, what do they do? No hubris foul. The witch doesn't want to be sidestepped onto the catcher, so I expect to see a dodge. Is there any random thing? Is there anyone that Priesz wants to level? The witch elf near will level if she gets the touchdown.
That just calls out, makes a good point. Did you remember a blitz from that turn from Priesz?
No, he didn't blitz. I think the original plan was to blitz with the witch elf who was going to do the surf so that she could be repositioned. And when the guy got knocked down, he didn't need to do it anymore.
Fair enough. You know, which could have made a block on the thrower then, and then still screen. Oh, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Might have been
GFI.
2 GFIs if she doesn't do
Yeah.
it. Maybe just didn't want to leave that angle open.
That's fair enough.
And I think safety is fine. You know, you don't have to blitz, especially when he got given a load of blocks there and got a removal.
Exactly.
What's
Ball safe is the most important thing.
7 against 11 if you discount the tree. 8 if you count the tree, but at this point I'm not counting the tree very much. There is a lineman who could potentially be pushed on him to give a blitz, but that commits resources that Enarion really doesn't have to give at the moment. 2 dice on the Pom Tackler. Hopefully this guy dies, but Priesz still wins. No. Unfortunately not.
We don't break armor in this game very often.
Completely unbiased in my desires there. Okay, opting to blitz the guy onto the tree. You can trap him anyway. You just got to get people round in front of the ball here because he has no options really.
Do you know who just earned the easiest 100 points of their life?
Who's that?
Skagen42. You know Skagen?
Did he?
Top
Not
fella.
familiar with his work. That's what I like to see Enarion. Oh, come on. You know, give up the game, do some damage. Is there a playoff bracket we can look at, Fash? Is there an online version of it?
Oh, I have made a playoff bracket. However,
You made one.
yeah.
Oh, is it your Photoshop special one?
Yes, that's the one. It's a pretty good one, to be honest.
What does that foul achieve at this point in the game?
It keeps the Wood Elf on the field to maybe get a shot at a, leap 2-die again. Oh, baby.
Hubris 3 dice? Or just use the tackle? Oh, naked. Naked 3 die.
Well, the limit is,
Proving to be a nuisance.
if he scores now, and Enarion does a magical, 2-turn, and then gets a blitz, could take it to overtime.
Game on, yeah.
So, if you have the option of scoring on turn 16, and taking that opportunity away, you'd do it. Even if you score on turn 16, a 1-turn into a blitz. Alright, or something to that effect.
We're going to see ball safety first again. Oh, he hasn't really got the mans to be safe here. Maybe he's just scoring.
Wow.
Hubris 3 die into Royals.
Yeah, it's a bit scary. I'd avoid it if I could. If there's a loner in play, and you can't, well, I just wouldn't. It does look like he's scoring, though.
Oh, for sure. Plus it saves his tackle pommer from any more kills. Not a single injury. Oh no, there was a death actually. Not a single injury, I was going to say, apart from the guy who died.
Well, look, still in if all the KOs wake up. They all woke up.
Wow, very nice KO rolls. But Enarion 2-0 down against the Wizard.
Now look, classic 2-turn, some hand pressure. Maybe occasionally isn't safe. Has had 2 opportunities to 1 and 2 dice a ball carrier. The first one failing on a snake, and the second one blocking for pushes.
Yeah, the second one was really unfortunate. He got 4 clean dice on the ball relatively easily. He was unlucky not to remove it there. Be interested to see the stats on it because Enarion did roll a lot of dice in the first half, but he did roll a fair few 136s as well, and like particularly important, he rolled them at crucial time.
Yeah. I mean, but no sympathy when someone does a d6 roll that they don't have to. No sympathy there. But the others, yeah, pretty rough. Made me sad. Made me not want to play Blood Bowl.
Yeah, well, he was only in the position of needing those recoveries though because of the initial mistake. Priesz actually not opting for a wide defense, going for the protection one. So it shouldn't really be a difficult 2-turner for the Wood Elves, and it will have to be a 2-turner here.
Might even be a Madman 1-turn.
Priesz gets the extra reroll.
Oh, and a great kick.
Yeah, he's got a sprint. Has this guy got sure feet? No. Doesn't have a sprint sure feet either. Tree has grab, so it's not remotely difficult, I suppose. Yeah, he's going to go for a 1. Wants to give himself the most amount of turns here. He is definitely going for the 1-turner. It's the extra 5 sure hands that's going to be doing it. The pass, so that's good. He's only going to move 1 square because of dodge. Wow.
Oh, because of tackle. Couldn't opt not to use tackle.
Yeah.
Oh, cyanide.
But at the same time,
couldn't opt not to use dodge.
Opt not to use dodge. So, but he was still in range though, technically, wasn't he? I know they're moving 8 sprint sure feet, not moving 9. I thought they were moving 9 for some reason.
Took a reroll too. Then I thought he rolled it, really.
Yeah. You just grab it and make the ball safe now. You've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys around. You've got 2 guys that can rotate, that catch up particularly easily. You just bail out on the 1 turn and make it a 2. There's no reason you could have not used the tackle guy.
Not used the tackle, yeah, absolutely. But I mean, 3 dice versus 2 dice. What are the odds on that? Surely it's better for the 2 die, isn't it? To not have tackle?
Yeah.
So you've got
2% versus 55.
Yeah.
It's 55% to get Oh no, it's even less than that. Hang on, no, it's because pushes count. I was thinking of a double result. I'm not sure of the exact odds. But
3 dice is for strictly pushes.
It's a 75% success on 2 dice. It's definitely worse. 3 dice is definitely worse with tackle than 2 dice with no tackle because you have an extra success result.
I think he had enough assists to get a 3 without tackle, for sure.
No, maybe the 3 is better. I need to do the maths on it. I don't know the maths exactly. Whoa.
Ooh.
What?
Had to succeed that block. As in, not 1 in 9.
Yeah. What did you see here? I mean, I'd honestly have considered zapping that dancer. Instead, he can hypno gaze and blitz him though, can't he? Oh, gosh. Cracking use of Eldril this game. Because if he takes down the blodge tackle witch, he can then use his own diving tackle on the catcher.
Yeah, make the dodge shit, make the catch shit. Stop anyone from clearing the marking that'll inevitably be on it.
I suppose with the overtime, you have to consider it a lot more, but it's almost worth like a reroll on the dance if you fail the knockdown 55%. I guess you never spend rerolls in overtime format unless you have to. So I think actually you don't reroll it. You obviously do it in a normal game, but not in an overtime one. Doesn't get the knockdown. However, he can still make it awkward for him.
Yeah, it's just so easy for the dancer to clear the catcher, that's all. But Hero's done a good job marking the midfield catcher. There's still one other midfield catcher that isn't currently marked.
Diving tackle pretty irrelevant here though, because the Agi 5 will just leap her more than like.
Yeah.
Different gamer, thank you for the host, bro. Appreciate that. It's a really tough spot, isn't it? I mean, Enarion has committed to trying to score now.
Yep. Can't see anything other than the Agi 5 blitzer tagging the catcher. If not, the dancer, well, has a middling chance to clear the Witch Elf. Opts to do nothing.
Yeah, I think he needed to use that other tackle there.
Even if he does nothing, well, no, it's still diving tackle.
Because the problem is, even if he takes the wide angle, the witch can sidestep in between the two of them. Because I was thinking, if she only sidesteps onto one, the other one could run into the end zone for the long bomb play. But I don't really know what Enarion's going to do here.
Might even be just the chain or something to free the Agi 5 dancer, and Agi 5 dancer ignores the diving tackle witch. Just looking for the exact chain that involves the fewest dice.
Just trying to think how he needs to run a catcher up to fill one gap, and then blitz with the strength 4 onto thingy. Hang on. That doesn't work because he needs to fill another gap first.
Well, even if
he could fill it with the thrower. That would result for a lot of dodges. I think what I'd like to see is the
4-strength dancer hits Pommer on the angle, pushes sidestepper. Doesn't matter where sidestepper goes.
Goes right above him. You mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Then
so
the throw to the catcher.
GFI. It's not terrible then.
Is it even a GFI?
Yeah, it's a single.
Are you sure? Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, to get that angle without making the 1 in 9 dodge, you'd have to GFI. That's why I wasn't too keen on that. I mean, I honestly, if that play there, I think I would have preferred to see the War Dancer dodge out, hit the Witch Elf, and depending on the result, go from there.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to pass. He doesn't want to pass over Eldril though. That's the problem.
It's 55%. Well, no, you pass to the. Oh, no, Eldril could still interfere with the pass.
Eldril's got pass block. He can move. And he even in tackle zones, he will catch 30% of the time. We're doing good, different game, but this is a live cast of the Champions League playoff. It's quarterfinals. We're down to the final 8 of the tournament, although 3 of the next 4 have been decided. Oh, leap from the dancer into end zone.
Fair enough.
See the catcher loop round and make a little pass play with a reroll in hand. At this point, the reroll is committed, of course. GFI. Pass. Catch. Okay.
Well done.
Enarion did what he needed to do. Couldn't make his 1-turner. Opted for the 2. He now has 3 turns to steal and score and stay in this game. Of course, Eldril has nerves of steel as well. Doesn't even matter if he's in a tackle zone. He always intercepts on a 55%.
Yeah, I think the catcher that was marked was one square closer than the catcher that wasn't marked, and so the blitz to clear it made the 2 glosses all pretty peachy. No push required. I guess it was a little
Still
bit.
think Priesz is pretty happy here though. Like,
Well, it went from seemingly safe in the pocket to now if I lose the ball, we're facing overtime. So it's now a pressure situation. He's thinking in the back of his mind, oh, don't lose the ball, don't lose the ball.
I think Hubris gets the ball again, in my mind. Because KOs were huge for Enarion, weren't they, though? 4 for 4, first attempt at him.
Well, we saw that Enarion was willing to put dodge step on the ball carrier, and Hubris doesn't have dodge to escape like other elves do. Always the blitz. I hope he's setting up for a blitz.
Well, he has to, doesn't he?
Well, at least to attempt to.
There's no hanging around now. His tournament life is on the line.
Yeah.
Opting to make his Eldril mighty blow hit.
Side note, both sidesteppers on the sideline. No more Eldril surfing people.
Yeah, well, he's... Forgotten Legacy with the quick snap. Could give him some free blocks. He might leave him up for them, though.
Just needs to hold the ball. I think if you can down elves, you do it. When you just have to hold the ball.
3 in 8 chance of a touchback here.
Straight in, fair enough.
I definitely like a single scoring threat at least, just in case it all goes a bit wrong.
I don't know. Narion's defense is strong enough that even with a man advantage, was able to maneuver away in tying up the right men in the right spots to get dice on the ball. And it's hard to stop an Agi 5 or a Strength 4 dance from getting dice on the ball. I would use every man to keep that ball safe.
Okay.
But I mean, there's pros and cons to each.
I mean, with an Agi 5 blitzer holding the ball, a scoring threat, particularly something like Eldril as a scoring threat, isn't a bad thing. With that catch skill, nerves of steel. Because obviously if Priest does manufacture a scoring situation, he wins by that route.
Yeah, true.
It gives him another win condition. I know what you're saying. Every man defending the ball.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Going 3-2 with 3-1 with 3 turns left. That's equally good.
We're just going to see Enarion go absolutely ham here for the ball. There is at this point no reason to play safety on your players because your team is effectively dead at the end of this competition.
What's your favourite type of animal?
Animal?
Yeah, or reptile. Is it a snake?
Oh, right, I get it.
Could happen.
So, yeah.
Oh!
Has to re-roll this because it's on the sideline. Oh, I bet he clenched.
I'd clench. I was clenching just watching it.
Should he have double won there, which is a 1 in 36 chance, again, it was a 5 in 8 chance that it didn't scatter out, though. But you just don't take that risk. Against a team like this, you do not take that risk. So interesting to actually note the finishing position of Eldril there. If the Woodies go ham, Eldril might get in a
Scoring
spot
threat with
away.
catch.
He is movement 8, isn't he? And if someone said to you, how about a 1 in 36 into a 1 in 36 to win the game? You probably wouldn't take it, would you, Thrash?
Oh no, I would. 2 1 in 36s for sure. As long as I had to make them, and it wasn't an extra GFI for no reason.
Yeah.
For sure.
If the win condition is making those two, you do,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because at best he can commit maybe like a catcher to babysit Eldril.
You're quite right. It is really just a 2+2+.
He has to put these dancers forward, doesn't he? He's gonna go for hubris. Go for the tackle pommer. Go for somebody valuable and kill them. Honestly. No help from these boys. They've not been very cooperative in destroying each other. The tree is taken again. Oh my god, he should have been chopped off of firewood before this game, shouldn't he? Like, real talk, what has the 190k tree done all game?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
He's had absolutely zero effect on the game.
He did a chain push, sort of.
If he got an LOS KO,
maybe, yeah, absolutely.
Like first half, he might have redeemed himself. You say, oh well, 190k to get KO a player, but he might have kept him because of the next round. One thing I do like is every single tool of Priesz's has been used. You know, he used Eldril as the strength 4 ball carrier when it suited him. He's used the Hypno Gaze of Eldril to a massive effect. He hasn't used the Wizard, but he's had the threat of the Wizard constantly. Enarion really thinking this one through. He hasn't moved.
Diving tackle on the catcher? No, it hasn't moved.
Okay. I mean, the tackle pommer knows what he has to do anyway. Oh, it's a double one. It's a snakes. Oh dear, that's unfortunate. Is that? It's not quite game. Enarion does have another turn to get in scoring range.
Was that a vanity dodge?
No.
Oh no, because he had G5. Carry on. Had G5.
Hang on. No, it was. He could have dodged left 1 square, and not had to make that second dodge.
1, 2, 3, 4.
After he was adjacent
Just 2
to the
dodges.
guard guy, he could have dodged away, and then come back in, and he would have been in the exact same square he ended up in, didn't he?
1, 2. Yeah, just 2 dodges, and he still had a good angle.
He made a third dodge unnecessarily.
I think so. I just quickly jumped back in time to have another look.
So the second he gets parallel with the guard lineman, he could have gone diagonally left, then diagonally right.
Made 3 dodges over 2. Dodge. Yeah.
And that's, again, what did we say the last thing? Little things. Little tiny, almost irrelevant things can change the game. Going left doesn't make you lose 1 square because you end up in the exact same square.
Yeah.
So instead of going 1, 2, you go 1, 2. You're in the same square. You've used the same amount of movement. Mighty play, man. He hasn't been the best today, has he?
He's done nothing. Except for that one thing he did, that one time.
So you definitely now don't need to worry about the Eldril scoring threat, because there's nobody even in your half.
Yeah.
I actually think I zapped the other dancer at this point. because
It's the only one that's coming down to threaten the ball carrier.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything then.
If you stun him this turn, he's irrelevant next turn, and then he has to make the ball play with somebody else. I actually think you zap the ball this guy this turn.
Absolutely. And yeah, because he could otherwise, do some elf shenanigans and mark your runner. Snake or double skull at first action and picks up the ball and
I actually would have
scores.
zapped him first though, so I could gang foul him, or at least foul him. But I still think the zap's actually not a bad play here.
I agree.
Because you're not saving him for overtime now. You don't want overtime. Because should he miraculously steal and score and then receive an overtime, you suddenly favour Enarion again. If it does end up game, I want to see a mana zap on the tree. Or there will be riot.
Yeah, look, zap on the dancer. Otherwise, 3+2+, 2+2+, tag the carrier with a 4 strength sidestep. Tackle. Forces an action that has to succeed. Imagine if he quads. Quads into pick up and score. Overtime. Boom. Easy as that. Quads happens every match, doesn't it?
You never know.
There's one guy that can catch the carry. It's the 4 strength. I guess aside from, not even catches realistically. One guy.
There's only one lodge step catcher left. The other one is KO'd.
Yeah, one guy that can force a dice roll to not.
No one else can reach the ball this turn.
Not lose. Yeah.
So I think zapping him would have been fine. Enarion. The good thing is Enarion has to re-roll anything that doesn't work here, so he'll probably. No, I think he'll dodge before leaping. See how it goes.
Not through diving tackle there.
Oh, of course it's dive and tackle. My bad. Yeah. Double GFI tags the ball. See, he could have.
It's the only play.
Could have been zapped.
Yeah.
What would the rolls?
That was what I would have done to stop him.
Look at the D6. 6 into an 8.
Oh, but look, the argument is now you just bolt it, and if the bolt fails, then you clear it. So yeah, that's a good reason for not bolting that previous turn.
The thing is, if you bolt him now and don't stun him, right?
Oh, you just cage around the corner. True, fair enough.
Whereas if you bolt him last turn and don't stun him, he can't tag the ball.
Wouldn't mind some shenanigans dodges if possible. Get a second man relevant. A sneaky scoring threat catcher number 13 on the left.
Yeah, he definitely needs to have a few guys in that scoring range. I expect the Bloodstepper can't make the 1 in 9 to tag the Mighty Blow Tackler because of dive and tackle. He'll have to make a 50-50 or a 75% with the built-in dodge. I think it's important that he gets him onto the tackle bomber because that's the obvious candidate for clearing the ball here.
Yeah.
Wow, goes through the diving tackle instead. I don't like that. He could. Oh, he was actually going for the ball. See, if that was his play, he could have just done that as a 75% dodge from next to the lineman and Hubris, with his major use of his dodge skill there. Instead of going for the 5+. Yeah, the way he dodged was a 5+.
Oh!
Lightning bolt failure.
Oh man.
That was the wrong time for that. I mean, it's still a 1 in 36 dodge out.
Oh!
Why did he throw the block?
I have no idea.
actually helped him though, because he could have done the dodge and just dropped it there. Oh my word. We could have a game on our hands.
Holy shit, edgy as seat. Wonder what that block's for.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh, all my body parts just clenched.
Is he going to blitz with the ball before dodging? I guess it's technically safer, isn't it? 55% to knock him down, only 1 in 36 to turn over, and then you can still make the dodge anyway, but... Yeah.
How's his dancer?
He did have tackle anyway, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh, a bit on the sidestep, because of the blitz, fair enough.
Pretty important knockdown there as well, actually.
Yeah.
That's it.
Push would have been disastrous.
But there's an Agi5 dancer just hanging around. KO, you don't pile that on right now.
No.
Dodge out. Foul the
Yeah.
Agi5 dancer. 100% here. Double dodge. No tacklers. Got a bribe. Got hubris. Got to be, hasn't it?
What do you reckon about just the cage? Oh, strength 4 dancer. Fair enough.
Yeah, I guess it's fine, yeah. Ref sees it. It's another one! He's won this bribe, he's won this wizard. But he did get the stun there, so it's going to take a miracle. There is going to be a 1 dice on the ball, though, I expect. No chance of a 2. And the only score threat is going to be that catcher. So,
There's some very disgusting dodges.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, no, he can actually just dodge down and then back up using the 3 GFIs with sprint. He can still make it.
Oh, quite right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't mind either dancer getting fouled in this situation, but obviously the strength 4 can get the 2 dice on the ball, albeit with a few more rolls.
Yeah, absolutely worth it.
I think he made the right decision there.
How would you feel about the Agi 5? Nah, never mind. Just make 2 pluses. I was thinking maybe fill the gap so that when the Agi dancer makes the 1 die and looks for a power stumbles, is able to chain a better hole for the catcher, but not really.
Well, I suppose you have to base the play around knocking the ball down anyway, because that's the win condition.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that. I think at this point you're just praying, aren't you? Really? Oh, he's gonna try and get the 2. He didn't use his dodge, so does he GFI go for the 1 in 9 GFI? It's 1 less GFI, but you have to do a 1 in 9 dodge.
Yeah, with the dodge still on hand for sure.
Yeah. I think he waited to see if he would fail. Got there.
Well
so
done.
Now he gets 2 dice on the ball. There is still the lose condition that anybody around the ball catches it, which has got to be a worry in this situation. Hang on, the guard is still quite relevant though, isn't it? Yeah, he had to do quite the dodge there to do this.
Well, 2 plus are very well. It's Agi 5. Yeah. Agi things.
Needs to knock this down. Does get the knockdown.
Oh, spoiling me. Oh, have I frozen? No. Oh, I'm back. I've seen the leap. I've seen the power.
Now the bounce. This is going to be the most important bounce of the game. It's gone into some tackle zones. It's in 3 Dark Elf tackle zones, but there is an Agi 5.
Agi 5.
He's going to have to make the most bullshit play of his life. And not only that, he's probably going to have to pass over Eldril. No, he's not.
No.
He's going to do the
to the end zone,
first.
of course.
Okay, that's a good play.
Yeah.
That's the correct
Made
play,
it.
isn't it? No reroll consumed yet either, importantly. Made the dodge, made the pick.
Oh, baby!
Ow!
Oh, blood ball.
Eldril.
Oh.
Eldril pass block.
He does.
Can he get in a position? Now he can't. No, Eldril can still pass block from this position, I believe. He can go up, 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 and I think he's still relevant. This is big, isn't it?
Well, it's Agi 5, so marking him doesn't serve any purpose. It's purely going for the intercept is the one.
Yeah. Hell, what? Yeah,
It's the pass block reaction. Yeah, that wasn't the one. Oh, it did make it a 3+.
It's a turn 16. We're going to go to overtime. Priesz has lost his wizard.
Unbelievable. 50-50 now. Enarion, what a god.
Oh, my word. Absolutely excellent.
And I think I did point out that that while you were saying go for the foul, and I think the foul was fine. Wouldn't have minded Hubris dodging to make the cage.
Yeah. His bribe is gone, and Hubris got sent off as well.
Yeah. Oh baby.
And Enarion's receiving. Oh, this is.
Is your body tingling?
Oh my word.
It's good to see though. Like I like it, in spite of the adversity of the 5 or so snakes that he's rolled. Admittedly, one I think he deserved, but the other 4 are a bit rough. Whereas Priesz, was his first double skull? Was that? And he's not his first. He certainly had some, but not as banged on.
What a fantastic game.
Oh yeah, this is a game of the cup, without a doubt.
Need some people to die now. Come on.
He's receiving. Scoring's what he does.
You know what? He looks like he might. I know. Priesz is still setting up on my screen.
Yes.
Enarion. Does he one turn? I don't think so. I think he has enough tools in his box. Interesting though that Eldril actually forced extra GFIs from the thrower there.
Yeah, true. And look, did make the pass say 2+, 3+, instead of a 2+.
Priesz has got to feel sick to his stomach there, from sitting pretty to suddenly staring down the barrel of the gun. I mean, a 1-turn just wins, doesn't it?
Yeah, but 1-turns are all low percentage. In the grand scheme of things, in that successive D6. We saw when he wanted to stall for the overtime win, he was more than capable of stalling for 8 turns in a safe cage, just rotating. I have complete confidence.
You don't want to give him the ball.
However, Shorehand's thrower or strength 4 dancer, who would be your ball carrier if you were looking for a stall?
I think you have to give it to, as long as the strip ball's in play, you have to give it to the short hands. Do the maths. The short hands loses the ball to that guy 33% of the time. The strip ball loses it. The strength 4 guy loses it much more than that, doesn't he? Let's have a look. The strip ball loses it 45% of the time. Yeah, so it's
even when blocking for reds.
You're better to have it on the short hand. Sorry, so the short hands guy would lose it 33% of the time. The strength 4 would lose it 45% of the time.
Are we assuming 2 blocks?
No. Oh, of course.
Are we talking ones and reds?
Uphill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 2 uphill. Hang on.
Yeah, so red die, not a skull, both down?
Yeah, sorry. So red die, red die. You've got a. Let's work it out. 55% chance of a skull or both down on one or the other dice. So you lose it 45% of the time. Makes the shorthand slightly better. I think my maths is correct there.
It's 7:30 a.m. after a good 12 hours of Blood Bowl. You're just saying, I'm 14 hours. You're just saying words to me.
Just words. Words are coming out, and I know some of them.
Yeah. Because you're speaking English, I'm speaking English.
No, English.
Oh, my bad.
Wrestles himself to the floor.
I wouldn't mind the ball being a little bit more protected.
Yeah, I know. I know, right? You know.
You don't want to burn your last reroll. Yeah.
Eldril not getting banged on.
Not getting punished.
Enarion's turn 16 wasn't even that bad, to be honest with you. Most of the dodges were 2+ or 3+ with reroll, 1 in 9s. His ball action was a 55%, or closer to 80 if he's willing to reroll it. The pickup was a 75%. The dodge in for the pickup was a 75%. You know, there was nothing actually outrageous. Oh, he's failed his catch. I think he cares. He's not going to burn his last reroll on that.
No, would be madness.
It's interesting. Well, I need to see this. I need to see this Agi 5 dancer dead this turn. Fashion.
Nah, he'll be right. He's gonna live forever.
No. Let's go, please.
I think that catches might be a high priority. It's hard as an Edo dancer, but you know in our scoring play is a handoff to a catcher. Targeting the catches seems like a good idea. Well, anyone can do it with just the one reroll.
You've got a dive and tackle, and you've got a pass block, so you're able to cover both of the catchers.
Well, second catcher only gets a handoff. I mean, if all things go well. Like the downfield catcher, yeah.
Good man. Good man. He's going for it. Right. Time for Cerebella to earn his pay. No, not KOs. KOs is not what we need. But that's actually quite big in the terms of this drive, so he does APO that.
Final drive of the game. Final drive for one of these teams. Hey Lou, with your Champ Ladder teams, have you ever wanted to play them again in a competitive environment? Let's pretend you had a good one, like a really good one.
Yeah, like, you know,
what do you think?
You can only take them out for a test drive in Open now for just the banners.
Yeah, exactly, and Open Ladder's a bit shit. Enarion's really been wanting to play his previous Champ Ladder teams and play against good players. And I've said, let's not stagnate the player base with further division, that sort of stuff. But the more I think about it, the more I don't think it would be bad if we just made a league and just invited players who we knew weren't madmen. And so the teams could be in a league, and those people who have those teams in that league from previous Champ Ladders could say, hey, let's have a match together. If anyone wants a match, I'm at this TV, and you got an option to play a skilled player with a skilled team that you are fond of, Would you be happy to do that?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I think it's nice to have the option to play those teams again.
Yeah, and even and then just not have not have shitters in the open, because that's no fun.
Also, who wouldn't want to see, after 8 seasons of Champions League, an 8-man?
Yeah, exactly. I did suggest that. I invented that. Don't you steal that from me?
Oh, really? Did you?
Yeah, I said that the other day. Even after 4, we could just periodically go from there. 4 and 6 and 8, something to that effect. The champion of the champions.
Could just like the season 1, season 2 people could just have a friendly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you could have like a reigning grand champion. Oh, the possibilities.
Absolutely.
Both these players really slowing down their play here, aren't they?
It's the time to do it. Let's on the Pomos, frees up a catcher. Screen's otherwise pretty reasonable. Yeah, the ball's well out of range. Well, not well out of range, but yeah, we're well out of range. And Enarion just scores so easily. Well, the pass fails on the 1 in 9, and there's no bad catch result in that it cannot be reached. The dilemma is it's not a sure hands throw, the second thrower.
No.
I think what he wanted to do based on the
can't re-roll the pickup.
Yeah, on the 7 squares of movement is, even on the bad scatter, which it was, picks it up and still hands off to the Agi 5 thrower. Agi 5 thrower can then throw anywhere on a pretty nice dice.
The Agi 5 thrower could have just moved back even further. Oh, he's only movement 6, I suppose. He couldn't quite get out of range.
I thought there was going to be a Vengabus behind the tree.
By the way, I wonder if anyone has a counter of how many wizards we've seen whiffed in the playoffs.
Oh, mate, it's been insane.
I don't think I've seen a wizard work. Oh no, hang on. Kool-Aid's wizard actually was the best wizard I've seen so far in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, banged them all down.
The fireball when a zap will suffice.
Yeah.
Seems to be the play actually. Maybe he should have fireballed the solo dancer on top of his ball carrier. The thing is, let's say that zap was successful. And even more importantly, if that zap had stunned him, it would have then allowed the foul on the other dancer.
No, absolutely.
At which point it's game.
He just walks away on the zap on the other.
Yeah. Doesn't need to consume a square movement for blitz, makes it even harder. I mean, I wouldn't have minded seeing, like, just a 9 elf cube, if it was possible. Just physically make it impossible.
Or even the cage, like that's what allowed the 2 dice.
Yeah, Hubris could have actually been on the other cage corner, couldn't he?
Yeah.
And then the Agi man would have got a 1 dice at best.
Yeah.
Oh, what ifs now, though? Suddenly it's just a very different game, isn't it?
Yep. You said to me at turn 8, is this going to overtime? I would have said no. If you said to me at the start of this match, there would be 1 Kaz on turn 18, I'd have said, get out of here.
God. The tackle bomber has not achieved his dreams, has he, today?
He's maybe closer to achieving his nightmare. Personified, an outward manifestation of the terror that consumes his soul.
I think Fash needs to go to sleep soon, guys. Are you going to do 10 more games after this, Fash?
No.
Can I host you up after?
No way, or I'm done. I think 15 hours is about my limit.
I've got 215 viewers itching for some Blood Bowl, man.
You could play 10 games.
I'm going to bed, mate. I'm back on at 10 in the morning, as is tradition.
Couple hours.
So, Priesz here just looking to shore up his position. Opted to tackle blitz one of the catchers. I definitely like that. Gets an armor break. Will he opt to send his agility 5 down to threaten? I think he should. He doesn't want to overcommit to this, but he definitely needs to say, look, you know, you can't just sit back here.
Yeah, it doesn't achieve too much. And the other thing too, the number 10 catcher in range of the handoff. There's always shenanigans away if he's not careful.
Yeah. Well, the Dark Elves are being very careful not to give up any ground here. I love how the tree attempts to tackle about 3 minutes after the player left. Okay, that witch saying, you know, look, I am here. Nice, that could be a good power. This armor, Fash.
Resilient.
It's not even the word, is it? I mean, I think I'm going to struggle against the blodge of either of these teams. But if my tackle pommer doesn't show up in this fashion, I'm going to have a bad time, as they say. The tree has taken root. Maybe not the biggest factor right now, but definitely something. This tree has been so bad. This tree has been the worst tree I've ever seen, Fash, possibly.
Yeah, I think that's twice he's gone rooted before. You know, before the third turn of the drive.
He got off the LOS.
It's incredible. 19 turns, 1 Kaz.
With enough mighty blow on the pitch to make it happen.
It's incredible. I'm sure the block counts are pretty high too. It hasn't been a super passive elf or anything.
Another one. Mighty blow.
Gone and jinxed it.
No. Stuck. Guess at least it was an armor break. I really, you know, Enarion does need to sort of make something happen though. At the moment they're kind of posturing. Enarion definitely doesn't want to overcommit here. Of course he doesn't want to go, right, let's go for it. Have another situation like turn 2, double 1 something, pre-steals, game over. But at the same time, with the tree rooted, I almost feel that Enarion is going to come worse off in the blocking exchanges here. He has used an Apo. What do you think? I mean, Priesz is not giving him an inch here. He's saying, like, if you try and progress, I will shut you down.
Well, he knows he doesn't need to stall till turn 24, so he's really just looking for a good opportunity.
For you guys who aren't aware, there was a bit of a meme going around. Enarion didn't know how the overtime format worked, when it is in fact golden goal, first goal wins, which is why receiving is so important. He ended up stalling a game till turn 24 when he could have. I can't remember when he could have scored.
Oh, yeah, whenever really. Oh, there was, but on 23 was a real highlight. It was no dice to walk in and score, and stalled instead, which was pretty good.
Amazing. Okay, catcher saying, "Here I am." One of these players on the verge of elimination. I mean, if Priesz receives, he's probably still can win, can't he? He was unfortunate on that toss.
No, so it's 50-50. Which I guess is by definition unfortunate.
However,
but, you know, like a random scatter.
What I'm saying is it's more unlikely that Priesz can turn over Enarion's drive than vice versa, with the players being who they are. Like the skills available to them.
Oh yeah, dancers do a lot better. But look at, I don't know, Agi 5 blitzer, strip ball, tackle, does the same sort of thing. I think they both have the capacity to turn one another over. Even argue Priesz might be easier to turn Enarion over with the Eldril to take away caging opportunities. You know, like Eldril takes away a corner, guard walks into that corner, leap comes through the other side, 2D. If it's the strength 4, just a 1. But still 1 die 2 success.
Well, that's a strip baller as well.
Oh, true, wow. Yeah, we're 1 die more than...
Strength 4, so it'd be 66% success. 33% to knock him down.
So look, quite easy to steal the ball, people, and that's why Enarion's playing in the backfield. Not even risking that sort of stuff.
3 dice on the fend catcher here. That eliminates the question of whether you would pile on or not. Now, a removal here would be huge, wouldn't it? And he's just not. You've got a feel for him on these hits. He did some nice KOing in the first one, but his mighty blow has just not showed up for this drive.
Oh, for the entire game, for both coaches. I don't think I've seen a blitz from any. I don't recall distinctly a blitz that hasn't been a mighty blow blitz from either coach. And on AV7 and 8 teams, that's insane. Yeah, fend catcher stops the pom.
That's why we said the exact phrase was, "It's not an option to pom."
Yeah.
Because of fend.
Good old hippie. Not even paying attention.
Leading hippie, not listening.
No, take 10 points from Gryffindor. Scurry, 10 points from Gryffindor. Take them.
Double skulls.
Alright.
Obviously can't re-roll that, and now
that's the
we've got a
posturing.
massive gap in the middle.
Catcher downfield, hole in the middle. I mean, he's still threatened by Eldril unless the power on the guard happens.
Wicked sick.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a thing. Oh man, body armor 98. Gave me $10. Oh, into my sellout cup. Did you know that I've got a cup and I called it the sellout cup?
Amazing.
Yeah. Stuff goes into it. It's pretty good. Guess it's time for another game of Blood Bowl.
Oh, can you stomach it?
Well, what's 15 hours of Blood Bowl really going to do to someone? I knew I should have made the goal higher. What do you reckon, Lou? What's your target for a 24-hour stream? To get one. What's the goal?
130 subs.
Ooh, that's not even far.
It's not far now.
You better stock up on those energy drinks. You'll be done.
I'll give it up, mate.
You won't make it.
It's like, oh, looks like we're going to see the action.
Risky 1 and 6s.
Roll some dice. And we know the reroll has got to be committed here. Vanity pass. Enarion special vanity pass.
Wow.
Interesting there, Bleeding Hippie suddenly went really quiet after being called out.
Poor Hippie.
What a surprise! Oh, he does pass it as well.
He didn't want to let his house down.
No.
Hufflepuff's been really gaining this year.
Flew straight off on his Nimbus 3000. Bless him.
3 dice with a tree, pretty spooky. Ball not strictly safe, but wants to get rid of the...
Yeah, keeps the guard in contact. I think you have to blitz that guy away from play.
Eldril can gaze a tree.
He just blitzed
Left
before
side.
carry out. Okay.
It's the safest blitz. Hey, pretty good.
Tomorrow, Mystic John, UKBBR. I need to win to stay in the to go to the Prem. Okay, Sage must have won his game then. Fair play. Does that knock the Sin out of the playoff spots though? Shame for the Sin. I mean, just to even be in contention for the Premiership is fine.
He's got to get this block with the tree, I think. Oh, that might do it. Not really. So the dilemma is that Eldril comes along and 4+ gazes the Agi Dancer, even if he double-man screens it. He's got to stop guard from getting in.
The gaze is going to be clutch here. But even without the gaze, it's not terrible anyway because of strip ball.
Yeah, true.
Still a 45% success. Definitely sacrificed a lot to 3 dice this catcher, didn't they?
Yeah. I'll grab 2.
Yeah.
Alright, look at that.
So,
All up to the red dice.
time.
Yeah.
Dice time.
I like the defense.
We've seen it from Enarion. Now it's Priesz's time to work some magic. Now the gaze is obviously on the top player. The problem is the stripper is in the way of where Eldril would like to go. So he's gonna have. Can he make a 75% with a loner for his game? Wouldn't you just love to have a wizard about now?
Yep.
I think he absolutely made the right play using the wizard when he did, but it's just a shame it didn't do anything. I think you just go for the strip here. I don't think you don't want to lose the game 25% of the time with Eldril. I really don't.
Yeah, it seems fair enough. Just re-roll the red.
Yeah, well, you have to, don't you? Really?
Yeah.
Should we roll both down? Yeah, you do because if you're not losing the ball, you're losing.
Yeah. Edge of your seat.
This is his dilemma. He doesn't want to use the witch. I think he wants to keep the witch as a potential pickup after the play, which is the correct play. That's why he's not stood her up yet. His dilemma now is go with the stripper or do Eldril. It looks like he's going for the strip ball play. So he's gonna come in from the side, which I don't necessarily like. He does get it though.
Got him.
He does get the strip. But the problem with this play to me is he can actually sidestep towards the end zone, which makes the scatter potentially really bad. Oh, and that's why. Right. So now it gets interesting.
Well, Eldril's dodge is now easier too, if he wanted to risk getting man in front. But with the dodge still in hand, a 2+ to be marking the ball, and a difficult 3+ if he still has a dodge with the GFI.
Doesn't opt for that. Oh,
Fair
luckily
enough.
he didn't, because he would have failed his GFI potentially. He would have failed his dodge actually because of tackle. There was a 1. Next, Eldril's going to pick it up or attempt to.
No.
Okay. That's double 1 there from Eldril's 3+ dodge. Will KO Eldril, and we'll put Enarion a single pickup within reach of the final 4.
Easiest 2+ of his life. He'll be looking to make it safe first, well, as many safe moves as he can.
Well,
Or
there's
if it is
side
the
step
snake.
on this blitzer, so he can make a 2 dice with block to clear him, a 2+ pickup with his dancer.
What if he double skulls and then
Run
fails to
his
pick it
way.
up? Safe
He's
moves.
got a reroll. Yeah. But I mean, the first dice he's throwing.
Yeah,
Will be
absolutely.
those dice.
So the dilemma is,
Would you play?
well, you know, maybe
Who's
sidestep
your-
somewhere more relevant. Dodge man somewhere good.
I think, yeah, you definitely cover the people that could score.
Yeah.
If say, he failed the pickup and it then scattered to an elf. I mean, there was a 3 in 8 chance. The reason he went from the side there is for the 3 in 8 chance of the
Ball going out and the witch recovering for
of the
sure.
ball going out and being somewhere really good. But I honestly think I'd rather be guaranteed that the ball's going away from my end zone in this situation.
Yeah.
That's an unnecessary block, isn't it? Didn't need to make that. Okay, he's looking to 3 dice. No, he can't without dodging. He's going to 3 dice with this guy. Okay, that's a good play actually. Using the 4. Mighty blow still does nothing, but we're now looking at a 1 in 36. I think
1 in 9 to
still
1 in 6 out. Yeah, 3 dice. 3 dice are cool. Oh, what are you doing?
Is he leveling the? Why is he? Oh, he's
Must
leveling.
be.
Oh, he's covering. No, he's covering the pickup.
Alright. Imagine if it was stolen.
No, he was doing it safer and covering the pickup. Actually.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's not actually the worst thing. I don't mind seeing that. Commiserations to Priesz then, and congratulations to Enarion,
What a turnaround.
who will progress. Absolute roller coaster. of a
Levels
game,
his dancer too.
gentlemen. Yeah, dancer level up. Priesz's Forgotten Legacy, unfortunately, are eliminated in the round of 8. Enarion, the Saviours of Athel Loren, will progress to the final 4 of Season 2 Champions League. 7 armor breaks, 21 armor breaks from Priesz. 6 KO, 1 injury, 1 kill. Or the 1 injury was a kill, wasn't it?
1 killed, well, 1 injured, 1 uppered, 1 dead.
Well, no,
Yeah,
'cause
so-
it was a KO that was upload.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, so the injury was a kill. So that actually counts double.
Ah,
Worth
gotcha.
noting that, if you look at the stats. They're not mutually exclusive, shall we say. So,
Well, there you go.
now,
Semis will be Lupak and Aaron and Debase Ducky.
interesting. What do you make of those matchups then?
Ducky and Aaron final, maybe. I don't know.
Possibly.
Maybe. How good are you? How good is your tackle? Is your pom gonna remove any people, or is he gonna be like Priesz's pommer?
I don't know. I have a fair bit of mighty blow though. You know, on a good powing day, we could do some work.
Do you have enough guard to protect the leap on your ball carrier?
Yes, I have 2.
Ooh.
And I'll have inducements as well, so
Oh, true.
helpful. You never know, you know.
Yeah, look, anything could happen.
I was gonna
Absolutely.
Cover against the master. I could go ham like I did against the master and just KO an entire team.
It's just gonna be so hard to beat. It's a stellar team. Didn't take anything lethal outside of a lineman.
What do you mean?
In this match, didn't No, nothing permanent outside of a lineman.
No, he just lost a dodge lineman. That does reduce him a little bit. Do you want to play now, Enarion? Should we just get straight into it? I
Off you
think
pop.
Enarion's watching. We'll just go for it.
I think they'll need to advance around or something, wouldn't they? It's the one job for the champ ladder admins.
Wow.
Oh,
It's already done. It's already done. We can just play.
edgy, you see, Naren? Your nerves ready? Hell no. he needs to take a break for a week.
Wow. I mean, it's unbelievable, the lack of damage. Looks like he's weighing in at 12 men. 23-10 against me. Took Fend on the other War Dancer. Obviously looking to avoid those pylons, I guess.